Hello, you're tuned into the Law Office of Shay v. Holder. You have attorney Shay here. Today we're going to review case study number 1, the case of famous Amos cookies. Thank you very much. So we'll start off with some background information and then we'll transition into the trademark aspects of the case as well as the importance of protecting your intellectual property. Famous Amos Cookies was founded by Mr. Wally Amos Jr., who was born in Florida in 1936. He moved to New York, served in the Air Force, and returned to New York before becoming the first Black talent agent at the William Morris Agency in 1957. He was the first agent to book the Supremes, and he also worked with the Temptations and Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye actually went on to become an initial investor in Famous Amos Cookies. Mr. Amos launched the Famous Amos business and brand in 1975 when he opened the first ever gourmet chocolate chip chocolate storefront, on Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles, named Amos Chocolate Cookie Company. Over a series of business decisions to sell interest in the business, Mr. Amos lost controlling interest of his company in 1984. Mr. Amos recalled, "I was stupid, plain and simple. I sold the company and didn't realize I had sold my future along with it." He has also stated he needed people who knew the business. I want you to keep those two statements in mind because we're going to revisit them shortly. According to the Encyclopedia of Junk Food and Fast Food by Andrew F. Smith, published in 2006, the Famous Amos Chocolate Cookies Company garnered $100 million in sales per year at one point. The current earning power of Famous Amos Cookies is unknown. However, today, Famous Amos is owned by Ferrero Rocher, an Italian confectionery company. Turning to the intellectual property aspects of the business, I conducted a trademark search via the United States Patent and Trademark Office's official database and found an array of Famous Amos and Wally Amos related trademark registrations, some live and others dead. The earliest Famous Amos trademark registration was on October 25th, 1983. I found trademarks including Mr. Amos's signature, his likeness, and another with his given name, Wally Amos, all of which Mr. Amos has no trademark rights to and no interest in. Here, I'd like to share some of the original specimens of one of the earlier trademark registrations of Famous Amos, registered on December 8, 1987. In 1992, the Famous Amos Chocolate Cookie Company filed a suit against Mr. Wally Amos, alleging breach of contract, trademark and trade name infringement, unfair competition, and trade libel. There was a stipulated permanent injunction that was part of the settlement and release agreement, where Mr. Amos stipulated that the Famous Amos Chocolate Cookie Company owns and shall continue to own the exclusive worldwide rights to the use and registration of the words Famous Amos. Mr. Amos also stipulated to never use the trademark and or trade name Famous Amos or any trademark or trade name confusingly similar. Now let's review some key points from the settlement agreement and release agreement dated October 29th, 1993, as signed between the famous Amos Chocolate Cookie Company and Mr. Wally Amos. Under that agreement, Mr. Amos agreed to assign and quit claim to all rights, title, and interest he has or may have, together with goodwill of the business and reputation of Amos, and to all words and symbols or combinations thereof which presently identify and symbolize Amos, including but not limited to the words famous, famous Amos, and actually his name, Wally Amos. Mr. Amos also assigned rights to his signature, photo, character, actual or simulated likeness, and voice of all commercial uses with regards to goods and services of food, food ingredients, beverages, animated films, toys, dolls, games, posters, books, magazines, clothes, and more. Here's where I want to draw the lesson. First, it's important to understand your intellectual property. It's important for you to protect your intellectual property. And it's important for you to think long, hard, and fully understand the terms of the agreement when you begin to assign your intellectual property. Unfortunately, Mr. Amos, as he has acknowledged, he sold the company and sold his future with it, and he needed people who knew the business. Today, I invite you to visit my website, lawofficeofshayholder.com, for more information on intellectual property rights, trademarks, and to learn how to set up an initial consultation with me. Until next time.